Hello and welcome to Flippin' Through, the internet's #1 Mad Magazine news, review, and interview channel. And today we're flipping through Mad Magazine number 451, released October 2016. Cover price $5.99, which is indeed cheap. But before we do that, please let me remind you, hit like, hit subscribe, and leave a comment down below. That's the #1 way that you can support this channel. And I can't keep the channel growing without your support, without you clicking that subscribe button, leaving comments, even sharing it with other people. Please take the time to do that. I really do appreciate it. But if you want to support me in another way, patreon.com/flippinthrough. Link is down in the description. Go and check that out if you think this is worth anything more than a like, a subscribe, and a comment. These are the people that I get to thank for their support today. Joey Gesso, Reflection of Perfection, Misimo, Tom Richmond, David Strickler, Megan McInerney, Shane Buckley, Bobby Weigel, Cam Hayden, Rob Wilson, Rod Mead-Sperry, Andrew Goldfarb, Casey Ori, and Little Cozy Nostril. Thank you guys so much for the support, and I hope I can keep on earning it. What do you think of the new background? Just freshly painted the room. Ugly paint color, made to disappear. Check. Next, this echo. I got to do something. I got to get some sound panels or something so that it stops sounding horrible and echoey. Anyway, let's get into this issue of Mad. Here I am. Check it out. This cover is, I would say, forgettable. It's like one of the, oh, look at it, guys. I found my screwdriver. Sort of non-memorable covers of Mad of all time, I would say. It's fine, it's whatever. But hidden behind this is a hell of an issue of Mad Magazine. So let's get right into this. Look at the, what is this? The Spirit of Mad collection. You have this one, the Norman Mingo painting, Uncle Sam as Alfred E. Neuman. Or is that Alfred E. Neuman as Uncle Sam? Which of the two, who is the most memorable, would you say? Well, probably if you're watching this channel, it's Alfred E. Neuman. But I think for a lot of people, Uncle Sam might be more memorable. Oh, and dummy. It's called The Soul of Mad, not The Spirit of Mad. Anyway, let's keep on moving through. We have, look at, I don't know, some kids recreating the cover with, what's this dude's name? I don't know. I don't really care. I'm going to keep moving on. This is like, this letters department was kind of a bummer. I thought this one was like the most bummer thing. It's just like there's 2 reader alerts, like basically ads for things that people whose letters were published, they'll get these for free. And it is basically an ad. Oh, this is what I was going to say. Look at this, the Nifty 50. Whoops. So the Nifty 50, if you aren't familiar, was a way of getting, I mean, it was like, in a way, they should still do this, honestly. They should reinstate the Nifty 50 because now that we have like mass social media, this is actually a way that you could get people to remember Mad Magazine. It's time for another round of Ed's Nifty 50. Get a picture of one of these highly desirable celebrities holding an issue of Mad, and when we print it, you'll get the sweet, sweet reward of a 2-year subscription to Mad. Just send your non-returnable photo via snail mail or email letters at madmagazine.com. Toil away, you cheapskate, amateur paparazzi, and help us spread the Mad name far and wide. First off, I wonder if letters at Mad Magazine is still active. I'm going to find out. Second off, I'm going to start trying to find celebrities. Anyway, Cleveland Jesus, LeBron James, crazy chuckling Chewbacca mom. No idea what that is. Trump loving Megyn Kelly. Oh, that didn't last long. The unbreakable Ellie Kemper. I know Brexiting Muppet Boris Johnson. Notoriously Canadian Drake. Any of the Chris's, Evans, Pine, or Pratt. Hulu's Mindy Kaling. Female Ghostbuster Leslie Jones. non-female Ghostbuster Bill Murray, Key and/or Peele, Desert Driving Tom Hardy. I'm just going to go with the pictured ones from now on, not name all 50. Amy Schumer, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Margot Robbie, Elon Musk, Norman Reedus, Kendrick Lamar. Ooh, Kendrick Lamar and Drake. That's topical. Feminist Canadian fancy man Justin Trudeau, Adele, and Michelle Obama. Yeah, and many, many others. Many others who are still really relevant, which is, almost 10 years later. Kind of impressive. A lot of times you get these celebrities where it's like, at the time, I'd be like, who? Who is this? Anyway, we have the Fundellini pages. This is one of the things I was talking about, or alluded to. This issue is just absolutely filled to the gills with great stuff. Great, great material. This must be the Chewbacca mom wearing a Chewbacca mask that had like a voice changer or something. I loved this one though. Ways to celebrate National Donut Day. I loved it really just for that Al Jaffee illustration. It's so fucked up and disgusting. When you order spaghetti at Olive Garden, demand that they swap out the meatballs with munchkins. That's a Dunkin' Donut. That's what they call donut holes. Stand in Krispy Kreme's parking lot, shouting to the heavens through a donut-stuffed mouth. I have diabetes, but diabetes doesn't have me. Remove the moldy donut chunks that got stuck between your folds last donut day. Properly inflate the donut tire in your trunk. This line submitted by AAA. At the stroke of midnight, lay a lone, heart-shaped jelly donut at the grave of Tim Horton. Artist Al Jaffee. No writing credit given to this. So it must have just been one of the editors. They don't, give themselves credit if they do stuff. Tim Horton, that's a Canadian thing. Lots of Canadian material in this. The next one, look, I say it every time at this, time span, which is actually quite a large time span, is I love it because, one, it was when I was reading it most often, but then also you had the old artists still doing work. So here's Paul Coker Jr. He'll always be Junior to me. Let's zoom in on this bad boy. Here we have ways McDonald's is making McNuggets McHealthier. They'll be served with an easily disposable slice of cucumber. They'll now be made with organic sodium acid phosphate. 3, they'll be shaped to look like line-caught Alaskan salmon fillets. 4, the preservative TBHQ will now contain 15% less Q. 5, starting in 2018, only half of the water used for processing will come from its primary source in Flint, Michigan. And finally, they'll be making damn sure that Gary stops picking his scabs by the deep fryer. This is Josh Mekouch. I like this illustration. It kind of grosses me out a little bit. Here we have Deadpool losing as a new face. Deadpool. Boy, they really screwed Bernie over, didn't they? I have to keep going. I was taking notes. I don't know if you know this. I take notes before I do this show. I look through the magazine so I can do a better job flipping through it. This is Tom Richmond doing one of those house flipping shows that I think this couple still does it, and they're like billionaires. There's so much good shit in here. This is the best part though, because this is how they end, right? Welcome to your new home. Welcome home. This is what your new house looks like. It's amazing. Actually, it's what your new house could look like if you somehow managed to come up with an additional $21,456 for all the furniture, lamps, and design elements we've used to stage it. This house may be on a back road, but this is certainly highway robbery. Yeah, I wonder if those people in the show do incur any costs. Oh, here's the Mad Poster Gallery. This is a house ad, so I shouldn't spend too much time with it, but they have one of my favorite illustrations. First off, we don't need that. That's not poster worthy. Sorry, that's not That's not great. This, poster worthy. This is like designed for, I don't know, it just looks good. This, obvious poster worthy. Not poster worthy. Yes, poster worthy. Yes, poster worthy. And this one, I can't imagine hanging this up, but this is one of my favorite Mad pages, which is the Mad Guide to Mad Man Boobs. And it's just sort of like kind of grosses me out, but can't help but look. Can't look away at all, in fact. Took a picture of that, kept it on my phone. Here we have the Spy vs. Spy by Peter Kuper, the old Kuper scooper. Hit pause and read through that. All right, there you go. What is the hardest thing in advertising? Coming up with a slogan. A good slogan needs to be short, catchy, and unforgettable, and it has to fit the product perfectly. Get it right and you can spend the next 50 years telling your customers they're great. Screw it up and you've just burned millions of dollars on are you gelling or avoid the Noid. It's a huge decision, so why take a chance? Why not just go back, find an already successful slogan, and steal it? Even so, an ethical copywriter who's reading this introduction may feel that ripping off others' work is cheap, lazy, and wrong. Silly rabbit, you deserve a break today. Just do it. Silly rabbit is only half of the slogan. The quicker picker-upper was the slogan for Bounty paper towels. Now, the slogan for Viagra. This is Rick Tolka doing this artwork, and it looks beautiful. 99 and 44 to 100% pure. How do you 99.44% pure was the slogan for Ivory soap. Now the slogan for Chipotle. Chipotle is so good. We're looking for a few good men was the slogan for the U.S. Marines. Now the slogan for Grindr. Mind is a terrible thing to waste was the slogan for the United Negro College Fund. Am I allowed to say that? Now the slogan for the National Football League. Snap, Crackle, Pop was the slogan for Rice Krispies. Now the slogan for Sprint, because they suck at bad reception. Our most important package is yours was the slogan for FedEx. Now the slogan for Hanes underwear. And I'm just doing them. I'm doing them all, okay? It leaves you breathless was the slogan for Smirnoff vodka. Now the slogan for Volkswagen. Oh, that is funny. Volkswagen, if you don't remember, they had this whole thing where they would, they programmed their cars, I think especially diesel cars, that when they were in California and they were getting the emissions test, when the computer was hooked up to it to test the emissions, it would go into a different mode and basically exhaust better exhaust. And then it would go back to normal, which is amazing. I've fallen and can't get up was the slogan for Life Alert medical bracelets. Now the slogan for Jeb 2016. Thank God. Do we need dynasties in politics? Only the Kennedys. You're soaking in it was the slogan for Palmolive dish soap. Now the slogan for Depend adult diapers. How fun. I love that whole thing. Oh, I missed some. So here's another boner one. Like a Rock was the slogan for Chevy trucks. Now the slogan for Cialis. This is like maybe my favorite thing in the whole one. Here's a fake ad. U.S. politician price guide. Pick up your copy before Election Day and save. That's right. Election Day is coming up pretty quick here. So for all of those of you who do vote, I don't know, vote or don't. I don't care. I'm not one of those people that thinks that everybody should vote or needs to vote. It's optional. Mad's tips for tipping, part 2. Writer Kenny Kyle, friend of the show, and artist John Kirschbaum. I don't know if you guys have this, but where I'm from, we go out to eat and they do, they like include it and they say don't tip. We just have made things more expensive so we can give our employees things. Foreign currencies with poor exchange rates are a great way to beef up your tips. Instead of being the cheapskate who leaves $1, be the big shot who leaves 600 Chilean pesos. The best form of gratuity you can give room service waiter is simply having your pants on when they answer the door. When you answer the door. Tips for valets can range from $3 to $5,000 depending on which car you want to take home. If the kid bagging your groceries does a good job, pick up your carton of eggs and let him pick anyone he wants. If you tip the piano player $25 or more, he's legally obligated to let you rap along with him for as long as you want. Yeah, that's sick. Then here, when crossing the river Styx into Hades, always tip Charon the ferryman. Charon or Charon? If you displease him, you run the risk of being dumped where they keep all the Nazis and people who sent Candy Crush invites. How sad. Now, those newcomers to the channel, you might think that house ads get ad alert. No, they don't. Only other ads. Ads that I don't like. House ads are allowed. And this I thought was pretty fun. Mad's probably most significant rival, Cracked Magazine, once had a pretty significant foothold on internet comedy. It was a good site, and as you can see, like here, they used the Cracked logo, but it was Cracked in name only, really. There was like humor, but then it sort of descended into something like, what would it be? Like a BuzzFeed type thing, like listicles and things of that nature. And this is not far off of what it would be like. 13 WTF ways people fold t-shirts. 7 ways World War II totally ruined the World War franchise. 14 insanely unremarkable facts about, let's say possums, that will describe as absurd and explain with curse-heavy bro copy. 5 reasons why Hollywood won't cast Henry Fonda anymore. 7 most glaring plot holes in the little video game that plays on the ATM for 3 seconds as it's getting ready to dispense cash with a little video, not video game. 27 gear-stripping tense changes that will make you wonder if anyone bothered to proofreading crap before content before posts it. Holy shit. God, this is good. 5 things only people who collect old telephone pole glass insulators know about old telephone pole glass insulators. I love it. This is like, I don't know, was this the downfall of the internet, websites like this? No, probably not. Probably bots. I think bots were the downfall. At least with like Cracked and BuzzFeed and all of those sort of genre of websites. At least you got people writing things and it was entertaining. I might not want to read every listicle, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't read listicles. And here we have TBP, Teresa Burns Parkhurst, signs that you're at a white trash funeral. Let's zoom in and appreciate some of the stuff. Whisper and Gravel Motor Court. It all takes place in a vacant lot at a trailer park. The prayer cards have a picture of St. Dale Earnhardt Sr. on them. It's the one of him in his Wrangler jumpsuit. The deceased leopard print tube top clashes with the camel coffin. The eulogy contains an awful lot of F-bombs. And I remember that time we was so effing wasted at the lake and right in the middle of taking a leak, Sherry goes, "Oh my God, my left baby kicking at home in his jumpy seat." And we effing tore ass out of there and was laughing our effing heads off. I mean, I know it ain't funny, but it was effing funny. You find out what strippers wear when people die. Hello, hurry up. We got 6-inch heels and soft earth over here. That was not the right accent. What the hell? There's a separate receiving line 25 feet from the casket for the bereaved with restraining orders. A fist fight breaks out at the photo collage. You ain't even got no right to be here since you stole all your mama's beanie babies. Oh my God. Is that like a little wiener poking out? Is that a wiener? Oh no, I see it now. That's like one of like the little sort of lines that like indicates that the foot is moving towards the wiener, not a wiener itself. So you know what? We continue our streak of issues of Mad Magazine that do not show a wiener. Just so you know. Here we have Justin Peterson as the artist, writer Jeff Cruz. What's your all-time favorite comic book and why? Justin Peterson was the artist for Kenny Kyle, his Dewey Derwin. Dewey Derwin Takes Over the World or something. That was an ongoing mad comic in the vein of like Monroe. You know, it was like this one was like totally serialized. It was an ongoing story, whereas Monroe was a comic that sometimes would take place over 2 parts. But anyway, he's a great artist. I very much like that. Here we have a closer look at your cell phone bill. You can hit pause. Look at these illustrations. They're just amazing. Some great Tom Bunk, disgusting illustrations, kind of fun ones. Maybe some off-color humor on top of the gross-out humor. Here's some of the charges. Annoying voice fee. A 15 to 20% surcharge may occur depending on how annoying we find your voice, $13.50. Drunk text services. For your own good, any messages sent to your ex between the hours of 2 and 5 a.m. are subject to surge pricing, $7.03. Happy birthday royalties. Calls containing all or portions of the happy birthday song are in violation of U.S. copyright laws, and the proper fines will be assessed, $7.72. Equipment charges, dial gasket maintenance. Technically, no one's used a dial gasket since the 1970s, but here we are, still charging for it. Amount due, $401. This I thought was pretty interesting to look through for a few reasons. Mad's Meme Graveyard. Nearly every day, a new internet meme grabs the world's attention, becoming a trending topic until the next one comes along. The apparently kid is replaced by the dress, which is replaced by Pizza Rat, and on and on. But don't these memes deserve a better fate than just vanishing forever? Here, then, is a final resting place to honor the many, many seconds of entertainment each has given us. Sexy mugshot guy. This fellow was so handsome. Women tried to post his bail, but it's bad to be so pretty when you're showering in jail. His petroleum jelly near his grave. Who did the art? James Warhola, who you will recognize that name obviously from being a usual gang of idiots, being a part of the usual gang of idiots, but also he did, what is it called? Garbage Pail Kids. The mugshot guy was so weird. Look, and then there's Alex from Target, where they like, people fixate on handsome men in memes, the way they don't with women. Why is that? Anyway. Gallon smashing. The moron smashed full milk jugs and then fell down on the floor on the anus of society. They were a weeping sore. This was great, where people like they would just take a gallon of milk and smash it in a grocery store, and sometimes they would smash it and then slip on the milk. And it's horrible. It's a horrible prank. I don't even know if you could call it a prank to pull on somebody, but the videos were funny and it made me laugh a lot. Anyway, let's move on to the strip club. This is the part where this is like all new to me, because I was like, I'm going to run out of time. And look I have run out of time. It's like 24 minutes in, and I've tried to fit as much in as possible. Here's Scribble Mountain. See you tonight, babe? Oh, little sad face. Winky frown? What emotion could that even be? Like, she knows a secret, but it's making her mad? Does she know about that night in the cabin? I thought I cleaned up all the blood. Got to get out of town. Out of country. Got to get a new name, start a new life. Oh, it's just a typo. Or that's what she wants me to think. Anyway, the stages of Netflix and chill. Stage 1, let's zoom in on this. Whoop. Enhance. Netflix and chill. 2, Snapchat and wait for them to chat back. Spotify and keep a toothbrush at their place. YouTube and viral video proposal. 5, Amazon and register for kitchen appliances. 6, LegalZoom and prenup. 7, Pinterest and obsessively redecorate. 8, IRS.gov and argue. 9, Ashley Madison and apologize profusely. 10, Pornhub and sleep on the couch. 11, Blue Apron and reconcile. 12, Netflix and chill. Yeah, Ashley Madison was like this really, I mean, maybe it still exists, but like kind of a horrible idea of helping facilitate affairs, which I think probably isn't a good thing. I'm going to go on a limb and say facilitating affairs is a bad thing. Sorry for my hot takes, guys. Hit pause and look at this. I can't go through this. Hit pause and look at this one too. Your candidate versus my candidate with Peter Kuper doing some artwork. It's always fun to see these artists do things a little different. Your candidate flip-flops on the issues. My candidate has redefined his position. Your candidate waffles on the issues. My candidate sees the merits of both sides of the argument. Your candidate surrounds himself with bootlicking toadies. My candidate puts together a team that shares his dream for a better America. Your candidate smears his opponent with vicious lies and personal attacks. My candidate simply wants to set the record straight. Anyway, I liked that one. I liked it a lot. I didn't read through this one, and I'm not going to right now, but Anton Edmond is an amazing artist, and I really like it. I really like his artwork. God, look at, I mean, there's just like, there's good stuff. Golly. I'm telling you guys, this is like a golden era of Mad Magazine. Believe it or not, like it or not, you old timers, I love that you support this channel. This is the golden era. I'm sorry. But America is still number one. America ranks 25th in building and maintaining its infrastructure, but we're number one in designing immense virtual Minecraft castles topped with 2 St. Louis arches and a 500-foot shark doing chin-ups. America ranks 13th in arts funding, but we are number one in people who think the great sculptor and painter Michelangelo ate pizza in a sewer. We'll do one more. This one. America ranks 107th in protecting its forests. That cannot be true. But we are number one in leafy Sears portrait studio backdrops. All right, one more. America ranks 159th for the smallest carbon footprint, but we are number one in plugging 6 surge protectors into a 7th surge protector. Here's some Hamilton stuff. We're skipping that. And here's Gaptooth Gallery, which that's really cool. I think that's really, I don't know, I would love to have something like that. The fold-in will remain unfolded. I'm sorry. And here's the back cover. You guys, what a long issue. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you stuck with for nearly 30 minutes, I want you to type the comment, Baba Booey. That's it. Remember, hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. Toodaloo.